Hello and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be hopping down memory lane as we cover the top 20 cards we're losing to rotation in the standard format this year. My name is Juancho Saldana, aka PrimeTimeWizardTV, and you're watching the Shuffle Squad. We recently had TPCI announce the standard rotation to be April 5th, 2024. So what that means for players is that they'll have a new format to look forward to and possibly lose some of their old favorites from standard play. Rotation happens once per season to help keep the game fresh and updated, while also keeping some potentially toxic combinations of cards at bay so the game overall remains fun. Now, for the 2024 rotation, cards with the E regulation mark will no longer be legal for play. But cards with the F, G, and H regulation marks will be legal for use, as will any future regulation marks that may be released. A card's legality status is no longer based on which expansions it's from. Even if a card is from a recently released expansion, players will need to refer to the regulation mark on the bottom of the card to see whether that card is legal for play. We do still have the errata rule, where older versions of cards that don't have regulation mark can still be used if a card is currently or more recently printed and legal for play. For example, the card Rare Candy from Sun and Moon expansion can still be used because the card Rare Candy from Scarlet and Violet expansion has the AG regulation mark. Now that we have all the rules, check out this quick clip about the sponsors of this video, and we'll start going through these cards.
Hey trainers, tired of having too many cards lying around? I know that feeling, and I know what a hassle it is to try and sell those cards. But selling bulk is now easier than ever with TCG Bulk. Find tons of potential buyers in a single place. You just download the app, look for the best buyer near you, and carefully pack your bulk, ship it, and you get paid. It really is that simple. Turn the cards you don't want into the cards you absolutely need for your next deck.
Starting at the bottom, number 20, Single Strike Energy. Now, barring how specific these cards were, we did host two whole archetypes through their legality in its own deck, and Single Strike Lugia. Extra damage will always be good, but these will be missed. Number 19, Cross Switchers. Now, from the Shady Dealings engine to Roaring Moon, this card has been insane. Gusting as an item card will always be good, and we will always say 2 is better than 1. Losing Cross Switcher will certainly leave some decks struggling to find the pieces they need to close out games. Number 18, Cheryl. Now, with the healing capabilities of Cheryl weren't too necessary, Cheryl was used in decks from Jolteon to Urshifu to buy an extra turn. We have Turo's Scenario and Sharon's Care still hanging around, but nothing can beat an original. Number 17, Alessa's Sparkle. Say no more, this toxic card is on its way out, helping Meloetta and Mew VMAX not dominate the format for just one block at a time, but for its entire legality. Wow, now that's a card. Number 16, Dragon Knight V. This big cuddly dragon puts some serious hurt on players when paired with Mirage Gate in some Lost Zone variants. Shout out to all those Dragon Knight lovers who will miss this card. Number 15, Fusion Strike. Yes, this is a little bit of a cop-out, but when Pokemon builds a deck that sticks together and dominates like this, we have to loop them together. This rotation, we lose Mew V, Mew VMAX, Genesect V, Power Tablets, Ice-Q, Oricorio, Fusion Strike Energy, and yes, even that pesky Meloetta. I'm sure some people are happy to see these cards go, but no one can say they were not game-changing. Number 14, Duraludon VMAX. This big tower Pokemon set the stage as the biggest counter card to things like Lugia V-Star for months and months. The reign of terror between not only its ability, but its shred attack were a force to be reckoned with. Number 13, both the Galarian Moltres. Now there is a V and a single prizer of this region-specific legendary, but they both saw heavy play. While countering Mew VMAX in Rapid Strike boxes to accelerating energy onto Roaring Moon, Galarian Moltres never missed a beat. Both of these cards had specific uses to some super powerful decks, and I'll personally miss seeing both of these cards heading out this rotation. Number 12, Peony. Now, this card has only seen recent success in Miraidon EX decks, but this was an ultra powerful card when it launched. Lots of decks build were looking to find a way to thin their hand for Genesect V or Hisuian Arcanine at the time. While the name is funny, we'll hate to see this one go for sure. Number 11, Energy Recycler. Everyone was so hyped to have this reprint of a card, allowing you to put 5 energies back. Well, I gave that one a chef's kiss of approval. This card helped Kyogre from Celebration set, which we also lose by the way, terrorize so many unprotected benched Pokemon. I'm sure lots of Lost Box players out there will be sad to see this one leave. Now that we're through the bottom half, we'll pause here to get a word from our sponsors.
Want to support the Shuffle Squad? Be sure to check out all of our sponsors in the description to pick up Pokemon TCG singles, sealed, and PTCG live codes.
Number 9, Rapid Strike Energy. Now, while we're here, just as we did with Fusion Strike, we should include also losing Urshifu VMAX line, Octillery, and maybe even the Malamar deck that gave us more fun playing than a new toy on Christmas morning. But the big thing is that having a type-specific double energy was so strong for its entire existence, allowing things like Medicham V to Yoga Loop and buy extra turns, or Urshifu VMAX to rapid flow your board away. Losing cards like this make us cry a Tower of Water's worth of tears. Number 8, Gardevoir. Now, Gardevoir from Chilling Reign's ability Shining Arcana really set it apart to draw a silly amount of cards or attach energy. But when paired with Gardevoir EX, this Pokemon became the main attacker for the deck. Gardevoir is a fan favorite and will be sad to see it go. Number 7, the Calyrex twins. Both Shadow and Ice Riders both had their own deck. I know as soon as I saw these big horse Pokemon, I was running to my local card store to buy them up. Shadow Riders' draw power or Ice Riders' heavy hitting attacks made these cards a real threat regardless of which style you decided to play. Number 6, Flying Pikachu VMAX. This big happy blimp was a great card, hosting itself to many top performing decks from 2022's NAIC to the World Championships that followed. With its Force Field style attack on basic Pokemon, we're going to have to cope with this one leaving as the new format arrives. Number 5, Avery. Okay folks, we're getting down to the wire here. Avery is our number 5 pick on the list, and for good reason. Whether you're a control player, Gardevoir main, or maybe just someone who misses the old school Sudowoodo card from Sun and Moon, reducing the opponent's bench to 3 in style, this one goes out to you, Avery. You will be missed. Number 4, Cram-O-Matic. Now, yes, Mew VMAX was a good deck on its own, but the faux computer search style of Cram-O-Matic was nothing to be scoffed at. Yes, we lived the wildlife when flipping heads or tails to decide an outcome, but this card was not only fun, but insanely powerful since the moment it was printed. Number 3, Raihan. Cards of the past only mimic the power of this card. As a comeback card, Raihan was not only able to search through your entire deck for anything you want, but also have the power to accelerate energy. This took some decks from meme status to tier 1 at all times of its playability. This card is going to be hard to come back from in the future format, but we'll always remember the good times with Raihan. Number 2, Battle VIP Pass. With some players waiting on bated breath for this card to rotate, VIP Pass has become a staple in almost every deck. Some card gamers outside of Pokemon may look at this card as a joke, since it's only used on turn 1. But the amount of consistency it brings to almost every deck in the format has yet to be matched. Losing Battle VIP Pass will leave us grasping for that nest ball in the next format. Number 1, Path to the Peak. We made it to the top, and with none other than Path to the Peak. Path has been a powerhouse in decks looking to disrupt others. Even decks that include draw engines like Genesect V started adding this card to change the pace of the game in its favor. It shuts down counter cards, ruined draw engines for Pokemon, and so much more. Not having Path of the Peak to shut down newer EX Pokemon abilities in the future may become a scary place. For now, we'll have to give gratitude to this incredibly awesome card. And that's all we have for the list we've built here today. I know I'm going to be going through my own collection and getting ready for rotation in just a couple of months, so hopefully this video helped out even just a little bit. We did cover a lot of cards here today, so if we missed any of your favorites, let us know down in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share the video, and become a member of this channel to get access to news, articles, and more. Hope you're ready for the standard rotation ahead. I'm Juancho, and I'll catch you next time on The Shuffle Squad.
You made it to the end. Thank you so much for watching this entire video from the Shuffle Squad. Honestly, from the bottom of our hearts, we appreciate each and every person that supports our content, watches what we have going on every single day, every single week, even from time to time, and continuously allows us to have a forum to project our creative content towards the Pokemon TCG community. So if you haven't already, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and even leave a comment to help boost the YouTube algorithm. That being said, we'll catch you with our next video. Thanks again. Take it easy.